Hey all, Trail Walker here. Today we're going to talk about the things you need to know before visiting Piestewa Peak. Piestewa Peak is located in Phoenix, Arizona, and is among the most popular trails to visit. For the central Arizona area, this is the second most rated trail on AllTrails. This does mean you can get some overcrowding, but the exotic look of the rock formations, amazing lookout points, and beautiful summit are all great reasons this is a very rewarding trail to complete. So let's do the data. First up is difficulty. At 2.1 miles out and back, and an 1,148-foot elevation gain, AllTrails gives the Piestewa Peak Summit Trail number 300 a hard rating. However, I tend to disagree. The terrain is mostly made up of switchbacks and longer gradual inclines. Compared to its sister peak on Camelback Mountain, which has steep inclines and lots of rock scrambling, Piestewa Peak's obstacles are relatively easy to negotiate. My personal difficulty rating is based on how much effort I believe the average hiker would have to give to finish the trail. So the Trail Walker difficulty rating for this is 6.5 out of 10. So let's talk crowd. The trail walk, which is listed in the description notes, was completed between 4 and 5:30 on a Thursday evening. There were plenty of other folks for the full duration, including about 20 people at the summit. Most of the people who brought children made it up about 30% of the way up before turning back. While walking, there was almost always somebody else present, but the trail was well established and safe enough for passing and being passed without issue. My crowd rating is based on the approximate number of people you encounter per mile. So the crowd rating that I have to give for this trail is 30 plus people per mile, or 30 plus ppm. Now let's talk about amenities. There are multiple parking lots for this trailhead. While crowded, it was still easy to find a parking spot within a minute or two. There are also multiple pavilions with picnic tables that can be used for staging or having a quick lunch after a climb. The trailhead for Piestewa Peak had decent bathroom stalls that seemed to be well kept. This is likely due to the fact that the bathrooms are attached to the park office building and easily accessible for upkeep. Each stall exits to the outside and is not insulated. It's also worth noting that the toilets are stainless steel, so you can burn or freeze your buns off based on the weather that day. It is worth noting that there are no bathrooms on the trail and no good places to rough it, so make sure you make your pit stops before heading out. There are also 3 stone benches at different points of the trail, but I suspect these are more done as a fundraising campaign than need. There are lots of great sitting rocks along each path, most of which are not in the way of passersby. So my amenity rating is based on how well you need to be prepared before showing up to the trailhead. 1 means you need to be a survivalist to get through it. 10 means you're glamping. The Trail Walker amenity rating that I've given this trail is an 8, because you pretty much just need hiking shoes and water to get through it. Next is trail and wildlife. The trail is well kept in general. Multiple staff are present working on the walkway upkeep, trail safety, and area improvement. This is not a trail that you are likely to get lost on since the paths are well marked. It is also mostly stone with good traction and unlikely to be difficult to walk in wet weather. The wildlife, on the other hand, is somewhat less notable due to heavy foot traffic. I witnessed a few birds and chipmunks, but I'm happy to report I didn't witness any snakes. My overall enjoyment of this trail was easily a 9 out of 10. From the Mordor-looking rock formations to the amazing panoramic views, this trail makes for a fun, challenging afternoon. Thanks for watching. To watch the full trail video, just look in the description below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps a lot.